Hi everyone, I am Dr. Sahitya. Welcome to Honisha Tutorials. So in this video, we are going to discuss and know the number of bones in a human body and the respective names. This is the upper limb. The upper limb, we have the arm, forearm and the hand. So in the arm, we see the bone, humerus bone. The humerus which is connected to the scapula and the clavicle. And this humerus bone down, it is connected to radius and ulna, which forms the elbow joint. The radius which lies in the lateral part of the body and ulna which lies medially. And this radius and ulna are connected to the carpal bones, which forms the wrist joint. The carpal bones are totally 8 in number, which lies in two rows. And these carpal bones are connected to the metacarpal bones. These metacarpal bones are 5 in number. These metacarpals are again connected to the phalanges. So these phalanges are 14 in number, in which each finger we have 3 phalanges and the thumb finger we have 2 phalanges. So in the upper limb we have the clavicle, scapula, humerus, radius ulna, carpal bones, metacarpals and the phalanges. These are the carpal bones. The carpal bones are totally 8 in number, arranged in 2 rows, 4 in each. The names are scaphoid, lunate, triquetral, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate and the hamate. In this we see how the carpal bones and the metacarpal bones are connected. Now coming to the lower limb. In the lower limb, in the thigh region, we have one long bone known as femur, which is above connected to the hip bone and below it is connected to the tibia and fibula. These tibia and fibula are the two bones which lies in the leg region. The lower end of the femur and the upper end of tibia fibula with a small bone known as patella form a knee joint. So now coming to the ankle joint, we have 7 tarsal bones. So as in the upper limb we have a carpals, metacarpals. In the same way we have in the lower limb tarsal bones and the metatarsal bones. The tarsal bones are 7 in number. These tarsal bones lies in two rows, the proximal row and the distal row. The proximal row we have above talus and below calcaneus bones. In the distal row we have medial cuneiform, lateral cuneiform, intermediate cuneiform, one cuboid and one navicular bone. So these are the tarsal bones, and these tarsal bones are connected to the metatarsal bones. These metatarsal bones are 5 in number. Same as in a upper limb we have 5 metacarpal bones. In the lower limb we have 5 metatarsal bones. These metatarsal bones are connected to the phalanges. We have 14 in number. We have 2 phalanges in the big toe and 3 phalanges each finger. So these are the bones in the lower limb: femur, tibia, fibula, 7 tarsal bones, 5 metatarsal bones and 14 phalanges. So these are the bones in the lower limb. And now coming to the thoracic region. In the thoracic region we have the ribs and the sternum. This sternum is a flat bone which has 3 parts. The upper part is known as the manubrium, the middle part of the sternum is called the body and the lower part is called as a xiphoid. So this sternum is attached to the ribs on either side. Means the either side of the sternum we have the attachments of the ribs. And also the clavicle, the collar bone is also attached to the sternum. This is the rib cage. In the rib cage we have 24 ribs in total, 12 on each side, and we have 2 pairs of floating ribs. And these 12 ribs on each side were connected to the sternum in front, and at the back they are connected to the vertebral column. Now coming to the vertebral column, the spine. This vertebral column is attached to the lower end of the skull in the upper part. We have 33 small vertebrae in this vertebral column. According to the placement of these bones, they are divided and named as: in the cervical region we have 7 vertebrae. In the thoracic region we have 12 vertebrae which are attached to the ribs. And then now coming to the lower part, we have the lumbar vertebra which are 5 in number, and the sacral vertebra which are 5 in number. And the lower part of the vertebral column, we have 4 vertebra which are united, which are known as a coccyx. Up to now, we have seen the bones in the upper limb, lower limb, and in the thoracic region, and also the spinal bone. And now coming to the skull region. The skull region, we have two parts, that is the cranium part and the facial part. The cranium part, we have 8 bones. Those are frontal bone, 2 parietal bones on either side, 1 occipital which lies behind, 2 temporal bones again lies on the either side, 1 sphenoid and 1 ethmoid bone. These 8 bones together form the cranial part of the skull. And in the facial region, we have 2 zygomatic bones, 2 maxillary bones, 2 palatine bones, 2 nasal bones, 2 lacrimal bones, and 2 inferior bones which lies on either side. And we have 1 femur and 1 mandible. These 14 bones together form the facial part of the skull.